Good day, my dear great students. How are you? I am Teacher Jerem. How are you today? Well, that's good to hear. Now, before we start our class, I want everyone to please make themselves comfortable there, settle themselves, and yeah, make yourself comfortable and focus on our class. Okay, I think everyone is ready. Okay, now may I request everyone to please open their cameras. I will be taking screenshot. Okay, to ensure that you are really here from the very start of our online session. Okay, now may I request the mayor of the class to please lead us a prayer. Okay, in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, thank you, Mr. Aying. Now, I will be sharing my screen. Okay, have a look on our screen. Okay, here it is, our classroom rules. What is our first classroom rule? Kindly read, Miss... Okay, Miss Alcaria. Okay. Yes, thank you, Miss Alcaria. Okay, class, it is very important. Okay, everyone turn your camera on. It is very important that you leave your camera on so that I can monitor you if you are really listening to our class. Okay, are we clear with our first rule? Okay, everyone, open your camera. Okay, thank you. Second and third, kindly read Mr. Cantos. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, it is also important that to avoid distractions, turn off your microphones unless I say so, or unless I ask you to open it. And you can tap, and if you want to say ask or answer something, just tap the virtual hand so that you won't create commotion. Because if all of you turn your microphones off, uh, on, now this class will become a party as there will be 40 different noises from different places. Okay. Now, let's move on to our fourth classroom rule, which is the most important one. Okay. Yes, Mr. Yeah, okay. Again, Mr. Aying, kindly read our fourth rule. Okay. Now, class, have respect. If someone is talking here during our online session, kindly pay attention. I can monitor you there if you're really listening or not. Okay. And I suggest also you wear your headset so that you can focus on our class discussion. Okay, are we clear with our classroom rules? I guess it's clear now because no one is answering. Silence means yes. Okay. Now let's move on to our... Okay. Yes, here. Next, our objectives. What are the things that we may able to get at the end of this class? Kindly read all of those three, Mr. Interina. Okay, kindly read. Okay, thank you, Mr. Interina. Those are the three objectives that we may able to acquire at the end of this online session. Okay, thank you. Now, I will take now the class to this website. Okay, it is Wheel of Names site. Okay, I have listed there your names. I have listed there your names. Okay, I will be choosing 3 participants from the class to participate in our small game. And I call it Arrange Me. Okay. Now I will roll now the wheel and choose one. Okay, our first participant goes to Mr. Veldon. You're the first participant. Second participant. Okay, I will roll now. Okay, it is you, Miss Miss Arat, you are the second participant. Now, the third one, okay, it's Miss Ranan. Okay. Okay, now, let's go back to our slide. Okay, here it is. Now, where is Mr. Valdon? Okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Valdon, kindly answer or arrange these letters I have jumbled here. And then, for you to answer that, I will play now the video. Yes, I will play now the video. Okay. What do you think? Okay. Okay. What do you think, Mr. Valdon, is the person doing there? No, the girl. Yes, it's the pink girl. The one who wears pink. Okay. What do you think is she doing there? He is? She is? What? Okay. Just arrange the letters to form a word. Okay. She is informing. Okay, she is informing she's informing their their teachers or their classmates that they have handouts. They have handouts. Okay, she is informing. Second, okay, second participant, may I call in Miss yes, Miss Arat. Okay, you're the second participant. Okay, the same with how Mr. Valdon answered the question number 1 or the jumbled letters. I have here a video and I will play it.
Sa lutian, di na po yung
Okay, what do you think is the guy doing there
unit
or the
management
student doing there?
wet season po ako nagtanim
He
doon.
is what?
So, madamo po talaga yung
He is arrange the letters to form a word. Okay, need a hand. Okay, may I have the attention of the class? Who wants to help Miss Arat? Okay, someone's raising their hand. Okay, yes, kindly help Mr. Interina. Okay, you got it. You got it right. It's persuading. He is persuading as he presents. He's persuading. Now, our word here is persuading. Now, the last one. Okay. The last one
but I just
is,
don't know the evidence.
what do you call, what are the two people doing there? They are what? They are?
Answer, she admitted to the truth.
They're doing what?
So
They are? Okay, arrange the letters. They're arguing. Okay, very good. You got it all. You got it all right. I guess our small game is pretty simple, right? Okay, just remember those 3 terms I made you arranged. Okay. Just remember those letters. Just remember those words because we will be delving on to our topic for today, which is it is the types of communication, specifically the informative, persuasive, and argumentative communication. Now, may I call on Teacher Mira for the continuation? Okay, thank you, class.
Good morning, class. I am Teacher Mira, and how are you today? Well, that's great that you're doing good. Well, as for me, I am happy to meet every one of you today. So again, what is our topic? Yes, Mr. Cantos, you're raising your virtual hand. Kindly please turn on your camera. Very good. Our topic, class, is all about the types of communication. So can somebody read what is communication? Yes, Miss Roxanne, you're raising your virtual hand. Thank you, Miss Roxanne. Communication, class, is the act of transferring information from one place or person to another. So, class, communication can be done through writing, speaking, or even with our action. It is important, class, to learn about communication since we are using it every day. So, as you know, class, communication is very broad. So today we will gonna focus on the three types of communication. We have here informative communication, persuasive communication, and argumentative communication. So the first one is informative communication. Can somebody read what is informative communication? Yes, Miss Hesta, kindly read. Can you share something about what you read, Miss Hesta? Very good. Thank you, Miss Hesta. Yes, class, communication or informative communication class is all about giving instructions or notification to make one aware of something by informing them or imparting your knowledge. Example class is we have reports like what we see or what we saw in TV or what we hear in radio. Or sometimes we can read on newspaper. We can also read some information in a newspaper. Another example class is we have lectures like what we are doing today. I am lecturing you about the three types of communication. Another example class is we have training seminars. There you can get more information about certain topics or certain ideas. So I have here a video example class. So wait for a while.
5 fun facts about the English language. William
Okay,
Shakespeare.
class. So based on the video that you have seen, what do you think is the speaker doing? Yes, Miss Kaibigan, you would like to share? Very good. The speaker in the video is informing us about the 5 fun facts of English language. So that's how you communicate, class, using informative communication. Okay, since you understand what is informative communication, can somebody give me an example of informative communication? Yes, Miss Tadle. Very good. Symposium can be an example of informative communication. What else? Yes, Miss Alcaria. Very good, Miss Alcaria. Orientation can be one of example of informative communication. So did you understand, class, what is informative communication? Well, very good. Now, let's move on to the second type of communication. Now, the second one is we have persuasive communication. Can somebody read what is persuasive communication? Yes, Mr. Interina. Would you like to share something about what you read, Mr. Interina? Very good. Thank you, Miss Interina. Yes, class, persuasive communication is all about convincing your audience or your readers by making them believe in your point of view. You are also giving them the good reasons so that your claims is believable. So, example class is we have advertisements, campaigns, propagandas, sales. So, to further your information about persuasive communication, class, is I have here an example video. So wait for a while. Okay, there.
Everyone, and we are from the
Okay, so based on the video that you see in class, what do you think is the students doing? Yes, would like to share? Can you raise your virtual hand? Okay. Mr. Aying, you would like to share? Okay, kindly please turn on your camera and your microphone. Okay, there you go. Very good. The students there in the video are trying to convince their audience to buy their product. So that's how you communicate, class, using persuasive communication. So have you done or have you tried to persuade someone? Are you sure? Very good. That's good. Do not persuade someone, especially if it's bad thing, you know. Okay, so how about this? Let's relate it into a real life situation. For example, your teacher is not there and the teacher is only giving you an activity because the teacher has to do something important or there's an emergency, and then you're encouraging your classmates to cut off classes since your teacher is not there. So that's an example of persuasive communication, class. But do not do it because that is not good. Okay? Okay, now, so did you understand what is persuasive communication, class? Okay, very good. If you understand what is persuasive communication, can somebody give me an example? Okay, class, if you cannot think what example of persuasive communication, the best example of communication, class, would be advertisement. Okay, so give me an advertisement. Okay, yes. Okay, class, calm. Do not answer in chorus. Please use your virtual hand or click your virtual hands. Okay, let's have Miss Kilang. Yes, Miss Kilang. Okay, very good. Advertisement about Bear Brand. Okay, another one. Yes, Miss Angel. Okay, very good. Advertisement about Sunsilk. Okay, last one. Okay, yes, Miss Arike. Okay, very good. Advertisement about Downy. Okay, so class, did you understand what is persuasive communication? Okay, very good. So, do you understand now the informative communication and persuasive communication? Very good. So, would you like to share what is informative communication and what is persuasive communication? Yes, Mr. Mark. Can you please turn on your camera? Your camera, rather. Yes, very good. From the word itself, informative, it is to inform. And persuasive, it is to persuade something or someone. Okay, thank you, class, for listening. So, for the third type of communication, this will be discussed by Sir Joshua.
Good morning, my grade 10 English students. How are you today? Excellent. I am so glad that you are all doing great today. Even if we are in a virtual class, but I still see your beautiful and handsome faces. By the way, I am Joshua, or just call me Sir Josh. So this time, let's have the continuation of our discussion. The last topic of the types of communication, which is the argumentative communication. But before we will dig deeper to our discussion, does any one of you have a prior knowledge about argumentative communication? Yes, Aaron, you are raising your virtual hand. Very good, Aaron. Aaron said that argumentative communication, it involves arguing. Wow. Another idea. Yes, Jassy, do you have something to add? Very good, Jassy. As what Jassy said, argumentative communication is all about defending your standpoints, your viewpoints on a specific issue. Wow! I am so amazed with your performance. So everyone, let's give them a virtual clap. Alright, so I have here the definition of argumentative communication. As anybody wants to read the definition? Yes, Daisy Jane. Can you read it? The definition of argumentative communication? Okay, very good. When we say argumentative communication, it is having or showing a tendency to argue or to disagree of what is your viewpoints. It also aims to make your audience believe in your own opinion in a specific controversial topics or a debatable issues.
For they are actually
So I
babies
have
as
here an
strong as a
example
fetus.
video to
So my
further
Do you know what
question-
the word fetus means?
information
It's just a
for you to
cluster.
learn
Zygotes
more
developing
about
into a baby
argumentative
eventually.
The word fetus,
communication.
it's a Latin word, and it just means...
Okay, so as what you have seen in the video, there are two opposing parties defending their factual information, their logical reasoning. Their topic is all about abortion. And so as what you have seen, the both parties are arguing for them to believe what is right and what is wrong for their audience. Okay, understood, class? Okay, very good. So now let's have a short recap of our discussion. Can somebody enumerate the 3 types of communication? Yes, join me. Okay, very good. There are 3 types of communication, which are informative, persuasive, and argumentative communication. Can somebody give an example of informative communication? Yes, Mr. Cantos. Yes, we have reports, lectures, trainings, seminars, and symposiums. Very good. So everyone, let's give Mr. Cantos a virtual clap. What about persuasive communication? Can you give example? Yes, we have advertisements, campaigns, and propaganda. Okay, so now let's move on to the last types of communication, which is the argumentative communication. Can somebody give an example of argumentative communication? Yes, Janella. You got it right. Debates and court trials. Okay, so everyone, let's give ourselves a virtual clap.
Good morning, everyone. I am teacher Ayla Danyo, and I will be the one to give you first activity. But before we start, may I ask Roxanne what are the 3 types of communication? Okay, thank you, Miss Roxanne. Now, let's proceed to our first activity. Our first activity is the integration of the quiz.com. First, you have to sign up the link which I will be sending to our GC together with the code. Secondly, type the pen of the send link and indicate your name as stand of your player's identification. Okay, thirdly, listen carefully to the moderator for you to get a correct answer. And lastly, class, this won't be last long as each item will give you 30 seconds to answer. Okay, don't worry class. I will start the quiz after secure your name. Okay, shall we start? Okay, everybody kindly sign in now because in a few minutes I will start the quiz. Any question? Clarification? Okay, thank you everyone. So now let's start answering. Okay, are you done? I guess everyone is done. So, okay, let's proceed to our second activity, which is collaboration. I will be the one to group you for your group activity. So, I will send the list of your groups to our GC. In collaboration with your group members, you are assigned to create a simple yet concise infographic with the application of these types of communication. Are you ready? Okay, but you will only choose one of these communication, which is informative, persuasive, and argumentative. And each group is given 15 minutes to finish their respective work. So are you ready for your group activity? But before we start, do you have any questions? Clarifications? None? Then you may now start your group activity, and if you have any questions, just raise your virtual hand. Okay. And also, I will also send the group rubrics for your group activity in our GC. So the three categories for your activity, which are the content, integration of visual symbols, and the presentation. Each category will have 50 points for outstanding, 30 points for very good, and 20 points for good. I hope this clear to you, class. Again, don't hesitate to raise your hand for your questions. Are you ready? Okay, now let's start your infographic. Okay, I guess everyone is done.
Hello once again, my grade 10 English students. Are you still there? Are you still awake and kicking? Excellent. And now I will be giving you an assignment. And this assignment is you have to choose one of the three communication styles and write a 4-paragraph essay about what you have learned and why you choose this style. Please write your assignment in a one whole sheet of paper. And here is your basis or your rubrics upon making your assignment. Your content is 50%, your choice of words 20%, the clarity of your sentences 20%, and also your grammar 10%, a total of 100%. But wait, before we end our discussion, please open your camera in order for us to have a screenshot. And this screenshot will serve as your attendance for today's session. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One another. 1, 2, 3. All right. So goodbye class, and I hope that you learned something from our discussion today.